to our second Disney princess movie review. I am doing Mulan. It was voted for in my story, so thank you for everyone who put in a vote. Before we get started, I do want to say that I've never seen Mulan, so this is the first time that I'll be watching it, and I'm super excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch it, and then we can talk about all the reviews, all the critiques.
Do well to teach your daughter to hold her tongue in a man's presence. Mulan, you dishonor me.
She was just trying to stick up for her dad. Come on. Okay. All right, that's it for now. I like this man. This little dragon guy. He's funny. Okay, super quick. This woman is determined. So much respect. Loving this dance party at the end. Can I attend? I just finished watching and I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed this. It was a good movie. I think it was very different from a lot of the other princess movies that I've seen. I really, really liked it. You can see that in the beginning of this movie, the family of Mulan is counting on her to marry well. At first, I was kind of like, oh boy, we're gonna have a lot to talk about, right? So then, there's a matchmaking ceremony, which I don't think I really grasped the whole point of that. So there is that. She struggles with not being seen and heard as an equal. And I think that was interesting. I think that'd be really interesting to talk about with other people because it can be hard when you feel like your opinions are not valued. And I think that goes for anyone, man or woman. And I think that can be a good topic to touch on with kids or anyone else and show that some people are not going to take your opinion seriously. And not that it's okay, but it's also something that you have to get used to. But also what they show in Mulan is that she doesn't let that stop her. And so I appreciate that. There are 3 character traits that I think are very defining in Mulan, which is amazing for young girls to see, which she is brave. She ran away and joined the army, and which is like illegal, it seems. Super brave. She is honorable because she ran away to protect her father, who would not have done well in that war. And she is determined. I think that her determination is something I admire most about this character. She is determined to do what is right. And that's admirable. That is such a strong trait anyone can have, especially in a woman. And I think that is something that should be praised and shown to daughters and little girls, that it is okay to be determined and get after whatever it is that you want. I think it is kind of weird that the women couldn't participate in the war, but I guess looking back at it, because that was one of my notes, and I guess looking back at it, women were definitely viewed as the caretaker. They did, the dishes, they did the laundry, they took care of the man. So I guess even though it's a little weird for me and us, I guess that may have just been the way of the culture at that time. Again, not 100% sure on what the culture was really like, but based on what the movie shows. So it did kind of strike me as like, why couldn't she be a part of the war? But I also have to remember in that time, it was just a different way. And that just might be the way that it was run. I'm not saying it's right, but you also have to, acclimate yourself to what time period this is based off of. And with that being said, I think that is such another great discussion to have with whoever you're watching this with. Hey, like, this is what happened in this time. I don't know how historically accurate the movie is, which is some research that you and whoever can do together. But I do think that it's worth noting, like, hey, this is history. This is how women were treated in various different, cultures. They were viewed as people who, took care of the home. If you don't like that, I understand that. It's not necessarily fair. Or if that is someone, if you do admire that, I mean, not to say caretaking is or let me not use caretaking, homemaking is a very admirable job. No disapproval of homemakers at all by any means. If your kids are like, hey, like, I want to do that, I don't think that we should be downplaying stay-at-home moms, homemakers, people who enjoy taking care of it. If you're doing what you like, that is all that matters. But that is where the discrepancy comes in, because Mulan did not want to do that. Mulan wanted her opinions to be heard. She didn't necessarily, well, I'm assuming at this point because they never touched on it, but it didn't seem as though she wanted to really just be, the stay-at-home wife or mom. She wanted to be a little bit more in on the action, and that's where it kind of became wrong. We shouldn't be holding back anybody from what they want to do. There was a part in the movie in which they're singing a song about how the women will all admire the men. They're so excited to be war men. The women are gonna love him, and they're talking about all these characteristics that they want in a woman: make good food, look pretty, admire the man for being this is what they want in women. And they look at Mulan, who is pretending to be a man, and she says, she sings about wanting a woman with brains, and what else did she say? And opinions. And they kind of look at her crazy, but I appreciate that scene. Women have more to offer to the table than looks and good recipes. There was another key moment in the end of the movie where Mulan basically asks, I don't know his name, but the war general or commander or whatever, why she could trust her when she was pretending to be a man, but now that she's a woman and saying something, he can't trust her. And I think that that was a very, very good line. We should be trusted based on our character, not if we were man or woman. And I just really respect to Disney for throwing that line in there. And finally, I loved the ending. I was actually a little concerned that they were going to make it romantic, and I am so glad that they didn't. They may have insinuated that there might be a relationship between Mulan and the guy that I can't remember the name of, but I'm glad that it didn't result in her marrying him, because that's not what the movie was about. The movie was about this woman who went on an adventure and became comfortable in her skin. She turned gender stereotypes all the way around. And it wasn't about love or marriage. It was about her journey with herself. And I love that they didn't let it turn into a love story. I think that Mulan is such a good movie. I think it's so good. I think you should watch it. Thank you for watching. And please leave your opinions down. Have you seen Mulan? What do you think about Mulan? I haven't spoken about my makeup all video long. My makeup, I hope you guys love it. I'm kind of feeling this with the red, like, underline the gold. Definitely Chinese culture inspired, hence Mulan. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you love the makeup look. It's a little bit simple, but whatever. I'll list everything that I used in the description below. Thank you again for watching. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what movies you want to see next. Before we sign off, I do have to remind you guys that I am in no way, shape, or form trying to cancel or come down on Disney. So far, I think they've done such a good job. I am encouraging you guys to watch these movies with new eyes, with some of the things that I mentioned. I probably will put that in every video. I'm not trying to hurt Disney. If anything, I'm trying to promote them and what they are trying to promote and have you guys look at these movies from different eyes. So that's all I have to say. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, have a great day. So, guess who completely forgot to add the reminders at the end of the video? This girl. So super quickly, I'm filming now, which is why I look a little different. But I just wanted to remind you all to continue donating for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The donation will stay open till October 31st. It would mean a lot to me if I could hit my goal of $500 to be donated. The link in my bio will take you directly to the GoFundMe. I also wanted to remind you guys to please, please, please continue emailing me with nominations of women who you want to see featured on I Am Woman. I love being able to speak with the women who inspire you and motivate you, and it is an honor to continue to spread that message. So please continue sending in your nominations. Thanks.